Hey guys, welcome again to my kitchen. Today we're making breakfast. I'm going to combine uh, the best of the best, which is your rolled oats and of course your eggs. Most of us look at a kitchen as a physical structure where we just prepare meals, eat and leave. But if you look at it deeply, a kitchen is a spiritual dwelling. A kitchen is a place where you feed your physical body in order to sustain your spirit. In other words, I will dare say that man will not without God, and God cannot without man. We both need each other. And if you knew how important you were, how important this physical body you have in terms of God being able to fulfill his business in this world, then you will understand how important breakfast is. This brings us back to the million old question: do you train for vanity or do you train for vitality? My answer to that is both. I like looking good and I also like feeling good. When it comes to your physical body, God himself is a spirit, and as a spirit, it means he cannot function in this physical world, because anything that is on this physical world needs a physical body. Now, if you go back to the scriptures, Genesis 1 verse 26, God says, let's make man in our own image and after our own likeness. Now, the spiritual part of that, you don't have a spirit. You are a spirit. So that spirit in you is the God in you. But for that God in you, for him to be able to do what he needs to take care of business on earth, he needs to move around. He needs to do things. He needs to see things. And to do that, it needs to be in this physical body. But unfortunately, this physical body cannot last if it's not fed well. So we have to understand that our eating is a spiritual experience. You have to be very conscious of every single thing that you put in, every single thing that you drink. Because the unfortunate thing is, most of the food merchants there have become merchants of death. Every single thing that you put in your mouth, half of it is killing you, the other one is building you. So unless you have awareness on what you're eating, chances are you'll never be able to fulfill God's purpose in this world. Because if your physical body degenerates, then automatically it means that you have to die. Now remember, people that exercise and eat well, people that look after themselves, of course, live longer. They don't live long because God loves them more. It's only because they give God a good reason for him to be able to use them to take care of his business on earth. Because if the physical body dies, the spirit evaporates. So breakfast is very important. Today we're going to make jungle oats. This one here you can see I'm going to take 50 grams of rolled oats. I'm breaking my 4 eggs. I'll break my 4 eggs. I'm using my Nutri-Blend. If you don't have a Nutri-Blend, guys, I tell you, it will change your life. Because if it takes too long in the kitchen, most people will end up eating junk, or you start using your microwave for that. Nutri-Blend, I take this. I've got my 4 eggs in here. I'll put in some water. Put in some water here. I'll mix with some water. Some water on the pan. I'll put this, I'm gonna have to mix this quickly. Everything is mixed. I light my fire here. Put this in the fire because I know every time I eat well, I am praising God. I'm saying thank you for giving me the gift of life. Thank you for giving me this body. Because if I've been created in the image and after the likeness of God, it means when I talk to you, it's God talking to you. When I walk, is God walking. When I use my hands, when I go out and my heart is pumping, that's how we celebrate God. So physical exercise and proper nutrition is no longer a physical thing where we say, when I have time, I'll go and do it. When I can, I'll get there. You cannot separate the two. Eating right and looking after yourself is the highest form of spirituality a human being can manifest in this physical world. Love God by loving yourself, because you cannot have a good relationship with God if you don't have a good relationship with yourself. If you can't stand yourself in the mirror, you can't take care of yourself. You don't really care anything you put in. You pick whatever it is and you put in. Why are you constantly killing yourself? You have to stop with the murder. So this becomes a very important thing for you. You have to take time, invest in eating well. Know what you're eating. Be very conscious. Understand nutrition. Don't give other people power over your life. Because whoever feeds you controls your life. Food is not only about filling your stomach. What you eat determines how long you live. What you eat determines how much energy you'll have. What you eat determines what kind of mood you're in. What you eat determines if you're going to be healthy or being sick. What you eat determines if you're going to make money or be poor. So don't give that power to other people. Yeah, you have to raise your awareness by understanding that nutrition is a very important part of this. Yeah, the point of me preparing this is to make sure that I don't take too much time in the kitchen, but I always feed myself high quality foods. It takes me exactly 10 minutes to be able to prepare all these things because they're already prepared. Everything is already prepared before. All I have to come in is put them together, light the fire. I've got breakfast. 10 minutes I've eaten. I'm on my way out. It's a nice mixture. And as usual, I use my raw honey here. You can see I've got a very good mixture here. I take a handful of nuts. I take a tablespoonful of honey. Everything is done. And this is my breakfast here. You can see it's a nice mixture. It's about time you shared your recipes with me. There's some jungle oats, 4 eggs, nuts, and a tablespoonful of raw honey.